Well, there is now little doubt here in China that one of the most powerful leaders to run this country in decades is going to be around for a very long time. That is the groundwork that has been laid after a proposal was made public Sunday evening by the Central Committee of the Communist Party. It calls for term limits on the president and vice president of China to be removed, replacing the current two-term limit. Now, that move almost certainly means that barring some sort of unforeseen circumstance, Xi Jinping will stay on as president when his term ends in 2023. Now, the proposal will be voted on by the National People's Congress in March, but rest assured, the body that most people refer to as a rubber stamp parliament does what communist leadership tells it to, and that means that these term limits will be lifted. So what does that mean? Well, really, it's the most tangible sign yet that Xi Jinping plans to rule China for a very long time, especially when you look at this move in a broader context. It was in the fall of last year that Xi was not only reelected as the General Secretary of the Communist Party, but he had his name enshrined in the Communist Party Constitution with the inclusion of, quote, Xi Jinping thought, his guiding principles on what he calls a new era of socialism. That made him the most powerful Chinese politician since Mao Zedong, the founder of Communist China. Now, the pending removal of term limits really can just be seen as a practical result of that rise. He has that political capital, that power to use. Xi Jinping also has grand ambitions for his country's future. He sees China as a leader on global trade. He wants to expand China's military, and one day, perhaps in multiple arenas, economic, military, and otherwise, he wants to go toe-to-toe with the United States as equal rivals. Like it or not, China will likely be ruled by his vision for many years and even decades to come. And in what has become a staple of the Xi era, any online criticism of this proposal has been scrubbed clean on Chinese internet. CNN's signal, for one, has been constantly blacked out all day whenever we discuss this topic. And all that comes as state media here has responded to any criticism of that proposal by saying that China needs a steady, strong hand in turbulent times. Critics, though, would say that that is just the classic justification for the rise of an authoritarian dictator.